Hello and welcome to Adventure Sean, and yet another video from my January 2019 trip here to New York. Now in this video I'm going to be going to the top of the rock. Now 30 Rockefeller Plaza, also known as the NBC building, is located just behind me, and as you can see around here it's very festive at the moment still with the ice skating ring. If I was here about a week ago you'd still have the iconic Christmas tree which is located just there normally as well. So yes, so much to see all around here around Rockefeller Center, and yes, I'm looking forward to going to the top of the rock. Now it's well known for being the best observatory in New York, so I can't wait to get to the top. A lot of people do say, and people have told me, that it's better than the Empire State Building, even though it's slightly lower. I think it's 850 feet at the height that we go up to on the observatory. Even though it's slightly lower, of course you're looking over at the Empire State Building, so it means you get some really good views of that looking across at it. So I can't wait to see it. Here's the building then itself. Look at the size of that. Oh yes, really nice Art Deco style yet again. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It was built in 1933 and the observation deck operated from 1933 through until I think it was 86 where it closed. And then it reopened in 2005. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to going inside and seeing it all. I assume there'll be a little bit of history and construction to walk through as well, see all the photos and things from that. Yeah, very exciting. But look at this round here. Really, really nice. All the people ice skating down here. I imagine before Christmas and the build-up, this was absolutely rammed full of people. But yeah, look at this. Loads of different restaurants and everything. All the different flags of all the different countries all around here as well. And yeah, like ABC News, they present from just over there. I've just been looking through the window actually. You can see all the camera equipment all set up, and yeah, the building itself, absolutely stunning. And the entrance to the top of the rock, as it's known, is just round to the right. So obviously this is the front of it here, so to speak, the iconic part of it. But yeah, if you go around to the right hand side and a couple of minute walk straight down that way, that's the best place to go for getting in. Obviously it all depends on which angles you sort of walk from to get to it. But yeah, same as I did with the Empire State Building. The plan is to go in now. There's about an hour and a half to go until sunset. Go and see it in the daytime, and then also stay up there for sunset and see it in the dark as well. So much like the Empire State Building, there's no time limit for how long you can stay up there. So yeah, I just had some food and stuff, so I'm ready to go. I mean, this is so grand, isn't it, out here? Love it. Really nice plaza area. I think they say there's 7 different buildings or something like that that make up Rockefeller Plaza. Don't quote me on it, it's something like that. Hey, hello! So yeah, looking forward to it. Anyway, oh, they're so friendly in the States, I love it. But yeah, it's just so nice to see it, very iconic. And you've got some sort of big department stores opposite over there, where you've got like all the Christmas decorations still on opposite over there. Have a little zoom in. And you've got the Lego store and everything down here as well. Yeah, it's going to be great. But yeah, anyway, so I'm going to make my way around this way, and join me as we go to the top of the rock here in New York City. So as I mentioned, just the plaza where the ice skating rink is just around the corner there on the right hand side. And if you follow it down this way, you're looking for the top of the rock observation deck, and you can see it's clearly signposted. And look out for a very smartly dressed gentleman out the front with this red carpet. Let's go inside and take a look. Really nice chandelier here in the middle as well, as soon as you come in through the doors just there. And this is down to where we sort out the tickets. I've booked my ticket online again for this one, but of course you can pay on the door if you want to. Again, much like the Empire State Building, doesn't look too busy. And there's a little look at what we're going to be seeing from the top. Yeah, there's the Empire State Building, so you see we're sort of pretty much opposite it and going to get some incredible views of it. I'm really looking forward to this one. Right, I'm going to sort my tickets out and I'll see you on the other side. So I've just come out of the ticket centre then. Here is the ticket what I've just collected. Like I said, I did order it online. Definitely recommend doing that because it does save some money. It means that it's a bit cheaper. And yeah, when you come out of the ticket centre, you're actually directed out of the door just here into like a bit of a shopping mall. And then here on the left hand side is where you go with your tickets to get into the top of the rock. So you're only coming out of that door there, straight round this way, and then yeah, round to the left. Ticket holders 250. That's me, let's go. So I'm just inside the first lift now, which is taking me up to the security level to have my bags checked, and here it is. Oh, thank you. is the chandelier that we saw just from down the bottom. Wasn't expecting that lift to be as quick there. I think it only took me up a couple of floors. This is the security area, so I'll see you on the other side. Right then, so I've made it through to the first part of the experience here at Top of the Rock. As you can see there's a photo point, because that iconic photo where you can see all the builders eating the sandwiches and things, that was all done during the construction of this. So yeah, like you can recreate that photo just over there. Looks like there's some sort of cinema room over there in the background as well. And yeah, we've got a little bit of history to read about it all just here as well. Some of the views that we're going to see all from Central Park. Make sure you check out my Central Park video that will be going on at some point here on Adventure Sean, from where I cycle all the way around Central Park. And of course, here's some information about it. As I mentioned just when we was outside, so yeah, it was 1986 when it closed to make expansion room for the Rainbow Room on the 65th floor. And then it reopened in 2005. Allowing visitors to experience unobstructed 360-degree views of New York City and beyond for the first time in 20 years. There we go. Some old souvenir guides and menus and commemorative, it's like a plate or bowl of some point at the top. By 1939, the centre was welcoming 125,000 visitors every day, combined with the 26,000 tenants. I love stuff like this, where it gives you a bit of a history on the buildings and how it all came about. So it was originally called the RCA building, Radio Corporation of America. There you go. Didn't realise that, from 1933 through till 1988. Telling you all here about the Great Depression and the people behind the vision. Now, I mentioned at the start of the video how if I was here about a week ago, I still would have seen the iconic Christmas tree here. Now, the ice skating ring is down the bottom, which is of course still there. That just shows how big the Christmas tree is, what's normally there. I'd love to see that at some point. I'm sure I'll come back to New York in the future. But yeah, that's been a tradition since 1933. And there's the ice skating rink as well. You see the fountains just over there that are still there today. And that's been going since 1936 by the looks of it. Wow. Christmas tree being delivered there in 1944. Wow. Traditionally a Norway spruce tree. It looks like we go down to some sort of cinema section down here now. And there's that iconic photo. I mean, that's so famous, isn't it? I remember when at Alton Towers, just going back to theme parks for a minute, when they were building the Smiler, they got all the construction workers and park management to recreate a similar photo where they all sat on the Smiler. Fascinating, isn't it? No health and safety back then. Empire State Building in the background, what opened just a couple of years earlier. Crazy.
Of which all of his descendants are very proud. People were building buildings, but the idea of remaking a large portion of the city into a center that would include multi-functions was unusual for the time. Johnny Rockefeller was clearly a hands-on manager. He kept that folding rule in his hip pocket. He pored over the plans all the time. His wife, Abby Aldrich Rockefeller, influenced him to think about art as part of a modern building structure.
World-famous Clairvaux angels were introduced. Candy canes and giant troubadours soon followed. The tree became a national icon in the 50s, stood through the difficult 70s, and shone on through the prosperous 80s. In 2001, the tree proudly wore red, white, and blue. In 2007, the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree became truly green. Its old-fashioned lights replaced with 30,000 energy-efficient LEDs,
Rockefeller Jr. and designed by a team of renowned architects led by Raymond Hood, Rockefeller Center rose from the depths of the Great Depression to symbolize our ability to persevere and overcome even in the toughest circumstances. Thousands of laborers and tradesmen, architects, engineers, artisans, and sculptors worked tirelessly from 1930 to 1939 to create this incredible oasis of architecture, public art, and entertainment. Our broadcasts have been a window on the world for millions of Americans. And then in 1952, we opened a window on Rockefeller Plaza itself as Dave Garroway introduced another NBC first, The Today Show.
Well, here we are. Good morning.
We are happy to say that generations of Americans have welcomed the Today family into their homes every morning, and we are proud to help continue this great American tradition. You never know what's going to happen outside Studio 1A here in Rockefeller Plaza.
So you just saw a few minutes of highlights there from footage from the little cinema. Oh, I like this. Oh wow, look at the lights. You can actually see all the LEDs. Oh wow, that's brilliant. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, there go my ears. So yeah, the blue lights on a screen, they're actually in the lift shaft. That is awesome. I've never seen that before in an elevator. And then you got the projections down here as well. That is awesome. And yet again, much like Empire State Building, I've got the lift to myself. Here we are, 67th floor of Rockefeller Center. God, that was quick, that was. Oh. Which side is it going to open? Oh, but yeah, them videos are really cool. Oh, there you go, there's only one door. Here we are.
Welcome,
hello.
To your right.
Thank you. Here we are. Hey, hello. Loving the dance moves. Here we are, 467. Oh, yes. So we can go around that way to the upper decks. I think we'll, okay, so we can go out that side and, oh wow, look at this. Oh, great views of Central Park over there. But yeah, there was 3 different videos there. One about NBC Universal and how sort of they're based here, and shows like Jimmy Fallon, they're based here as well, which I'm not a big fan of the ride at Universal. But that's for theme park worldwide. Along with that, it tells you about the history of Rockefeller Center, and also another one about the iconic Christmas tree. I didn't realise how much of an icon for the city that was. I knew it was a big thing for them, but they love that Christmas tree. And hey, he's still going. They go and like hand-pick the Christmas tree and bring it here every year. So that was quite fascinating. But yeah, let's have a little stroll around, shall we? Really looking forward to seeing all of the views around here. Of course, we've got a big outdoor section at the top. Oh wow, brilliant. Let's keep following it around this way. So yes, 3 different levels to explore. It's a lot bigger up here as well than the Empire State Building. It's got a shop. I did think Empire State would have a shop at the top, but it didn't. So we can go out that way to the left. Oh wow, look at the views. Now that's an amazing sight to see, isn't it, coming around the corner? Look at that, Empire State Building. Wow.
Have you seen our upper levels? Have you seen our upper levels?
Wow, that is an incredible view, isn't it? I see what people say now. I suppose when you're at the top of the Empire State Building, you know, you get to see some really nice views of that side of the city. But when you're up here, you get to see one of the most iconic buildings, and you know, not quite as high as it, but it's perfect, isn't it? And it's an unobstructed view as well, because there's nothing else blocking it in the front. Right, let's have an explore. So here's a look on the outside of level 67, out towards the Empire State Building. Wow. I can't wait to see the sunset from here. Little look back at the building itself. Like I say, there's 2 more floors to go up as well. I think one of them's just here where we've got the glass panels. Yeah, there's another observation deck just around that side as well, what looks over towards Central Park. So we'll go around there in a moment. And just see the Chrysler building just over here.
I want it up there.
And just make that out. I do really like the design of that. With this observation deck, you do feel a lot more in with the rest of the buildings, which is quite nice. In a way, with the Empire State Building, you're a lot taller than the rest of them, whereas with this, you're sort of more in the heart of them all, which is quite nice. I definitely recommend doing both though, to get the different perspectives. Let's go and have a look around the other side. We have to go back in through these doors and then round to the right. And there's a look out towards Central Park from round the other side just here. Wow, you really get to see just how big Central Park is, especially when you look at it from above here. See the reservoir down there? The big green area in the middle. There's been lots of different concerts and things over there over the years. Crazy, isn't it? A massive green space in the middle of all these buildings and different structures. Really nice. You see the sun reflecting in this new building going up just here, and that's the thing, in New York's developing all the time and new buildings always going up like these two. And this building's crazy, isn't it? That's really tall. I pointed that out in the video from Empire State Building. Yeah, that's much taller than where we are now. Not sure what it is, probably just more offices, maybe some of it's residential, I'm not too sure. Obviously JFK Airport is over in that direction. You keep seeing different planes and things flying over there. I can't quite make out where the airport is yet, but we will see. It's definitely in that direction somewhere. We'll see it maybe from the top, and talking of the top, if we turn around this way, that's the top level. We can just see the top of the glass just there, the panels. We'll head up there shortly. The sun's so bright, reflecting off the glass on that building. So I've just come up the stairs up to the next level now. Obviously one more to go, which is up the top just there, and that looks amazing because there's no glass panels other than on the sides, so it means you get some really nice unrestricted views, and of course no reflection in the glass. So yeah, we'll go up there shortly. But yeah, you've got a much bigger outdoor section here on this level than what we had previously on floor 67. Looking out there again towards One World Trade Center over in the background, and of course in the foreground the Empire State Building. Not too far away from Times Square. Again, you can't really see it that much from up here, much like the Empire State Building, but it is just down there. You can just make out some of the lights and screens and things, and also the ball over there, what drops down on New Year's Eve. And you actually come round on this side of the building as well, whereas on the level we was on just, you couldn't come round here. Obviously you've got all the television masts and all that sort of stuff because Radio City's down underneath us, all the broadcasting. Yeah, you got another massive area on this side, bit of escalator maintenance going on there for any escalator fans. But yeah, look at that. That's the art museum as well, I've just noticed, down in Central Park, just on the right. Yeah, look at all these antennas and mass aerials. Lots of broadcasting going on from here, 24 hours a day really. It's just so quiet, isn't it? Like, New York itself hasn't been that busy at all this trip so far. That's definitely the place for the photos up there with no restrictions. Compass of where we are here, so looking out to the north. in that way. Trump Tower down there as well. Right, so I'm going to head round and we'll go on to the very top and have a look from up there. And then of course, wait until the sun starts to set. Here we go then, so I'm climbing the final few steps. And here I am at the top of the Rockefeller Center. 30 Rockefeller Plaza. Wow, I'm loving that unrestricted view. The fact that the bars are so low, and obviously it's safe for them to be because you've got the other level which is just below you there. But yeah, really nice. Again, looking over towards Central Park. Yeah, it really makes it not having any walls or glass or anything blocking the view here. Yeah, there's only a tiny bit of glass just on this end, as we can see over there. Of course, the main view itself. Absolutely incredible, look at that. I'm sure it'll look even more beautiful when the sun starts to set. 45 minutes or so. Definitely worth sticking about for. That's what I always say with these, you best get your money's worth. Come up here, you know, just before the sun starts to go down, and then you can see the whole process then without having to buy another ticket. Sean's money saving tips for you. Let's try a little bit of zoom in action, shall we? Let's see how far we can zoom in on the observation deck of the Empire State Building. It's not blurred out yet. There we go, look. Just see them at the top. Doesn't look that busy up there either today. And of course, my final place that I'm going to be going up is One World Trade Center. The 5th tallest building in the world. Over there in the background. I've not been over there yet to Ground Zero, so I'll be heading over there tomorrow and having a look round. I'll also be paying my respects in the 9/11 Museum and Memorial as well. So peaceful, isn't it? I thought that even from the top of these buildings you'd hear like sirens all the time and people honking the horns and stuff, but you really don't. It's not like London where it seems like it's constant. You know, it's not anywhere near as bad in my opinion here for noise. But yeah, imagine living at the top of that. Such a strange building, isn't it, that? It just looks like there's not enough support in itself. I know there is, but it just shows how buildings have come on, doesn't it? Like years ago it would have needed like loads of different levels coming out from the side. But that's just there, freestanding. It's amazing, isn't it, how buildings and architecture have come on. Looking back down there. Let's go over this side. Obviously this is what I would class as the front of the building, with Rockefeller Plaza underneath. I don't know if we can see much from here, but we'll find out. Obviously the ice skating ring is down the bottom. Can we see it just through the gap maybe? Oh, a little bit. Let me try lifting the camera up. Can't really make it out, but you can see the street down there, look. There's constant traffic. Crazy, isn't it? But yeah, absolutely stunning. Anyway, I'll show you a couple more shots of it in the daytime. And then let's wait for the sunset. I think I know where my position's going to be for that. Somewhere right over there. I'll see you a little bit later. What an absolutely amazing sight that was, watching the sunset over New York City and seeing the Empire State Building in the foreground, the sun setting in the background. That was absolutely wonderful, and that's some of the nicest footage that I've ever captured there across both of my YouTube channels. That was great, honestly, just watching that. And of course now we're just waiting for it to go dark, so not long, maybe 15-20 minutes, and it'll be fully dark and we get to appreciate the views from that as well. But yeah, definitely recommend coming up and seeing it all the way through. I've only been up here about 90 minutes in total. That might be a bit long for some people, but you know me, I like a bargain. You got to make the most of it. Come up here, see it in the daylight, watch that sunset, and then see it at night as well. And in terms of this experience compared to the Empire State Building, if you'd only pick to do one, I would probably say do this for the views, because the views are absolutely incredible. However, if you've got time to do Empire State Building as well, I definitely would do, because it means that you get more views down towards that end of the city. And I know it's not like really far away from here, but it still makes a bit of a difference. So ideally you want to be doing both for the different perspectives. And of course you're a little bit higher up there as well, but the views are definitely better here from Rockefeller. And I think seeing the Empire State Building, because it's such an iconic building, when you're up it, you can't really see it, can you? Because you're at the top of it, whereas when you're at the top of another high building next, like quite close to it, and look across, it means that you get to really appreciate it. So yeah, there you go, that's my thoughts on that one. But we're just going to wait now for it to go pitch black, and I'll get some more shots. But look at this, New York, everybody, and here's another look back over towards Central Park. Wow, incredible scenes as the sun continues to set there.
Wat een kut foto. Wat een ongelooflijke kut foto.
It's amazing to see.
Doe nou eens leuk.
Thousands and thousands of lights
En niet
across all the buildings and streets of New York City. Let's have another zoom in towards the Empire State Building. And One World Trade Center with its blue spire. Look at that. The Art Deco style of the Empire State Building with a modern structure in the background. And of course I'm going to be going up to the top of there tomorrow to the observation deck. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
Please come down, no one is allowed to be up there.
Ja?
Absolutely incredible.
Ik zit... Hij is een hele stuk vertellen en niet tussendoor.
Absolutely breathtaking views from here at Rockefeller Center. Let's take one final look around the top just here before making our way down and wrapping up the video. That's again looking out to Central Park. Now the sun is pretty much fully set. Central Park just down there. It's quite hard to make it out actually now at night. You can see a few of the street lights down there. And of course the top of Rockefeller just here, just loads of aerials. And is that a Wi-Fi router on the side? I think it could be. And one final look at the star view. What you come up here for, isn't it? Breathtaking. It really is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? But there you go, that is top of the rock. I'm going to make my way back down now towards the elevator. Got the couple of flights of stairs to go down to get to that first. And then, yeah, get in the elevator, make my way to the bottom and wrap up the vlog. just thought we'd have a little look at some of the merchandise available. There is a shop upstairs as well, and there's another one just here that seems to be selling similar stuff. I'm assuming there'll be a bigger one downstairs, but you never know, they might not be. Some postcards. It's quite dark to see what you're buying really, well there's your price for the postcards. Fridge magnets, all your normal stuff. Some t-shirts, yeah, they could just do with a little bit more lighting on here, couldn't they really? Quite hard to see. So right around this side, I love New York. The generic mug, what you seem to be able to buy everywhere. Subway map. That iconic photo of all the workmen. Mugs are available. Snow globe's quite nice. Beautiful. Got the Christmas tree there as well. If only it was that big. Well, I like all these light up crystals. I just noticed these in the walls. Don't think they were on earlier on. Oh wow. Awesome. Seems to be getting busier now. It's certainly more popular at night. Right, let's head around to the elevator. I wonder if we'll be able to see the lift shaft when we're making our way down, because that really made it.
I can do it tonight if you want.
Oh, I'm glad we got to see the shaft in the elevator there as well. That was fantastic. So good how they do that. Really nice effect with all the lighting, just the audio and everything. No talking and stuff. Doesn't need it. It's just quite dramatic with the audio and the lighting. Love that. And of course we're in the gift shop now where we can see stuff a lot better now. Much better lighting in here for selling products. Key rings, all your standard stuff what you'd normally find. Got a spanner there if you want one. 3 for $15. I think I'll pass. They're quite nice. Love it, right? Out this way, I suppose. There's all your Subway merch. Some nice photos as well. Love it. New York, New York. What an absolutely incredible time I've had here at Rockefeller Center. I'm back down here next to the ice skating rink, and what an amazing time that was. Brilliant views from up there. Great to see the Empire State Building quite close, but you're not at the top of it, you know, so it means it's there. You can get some really good photos of it. I had a really nice photo that someone took of me just sat in the window with it in the backdrop in the sunset. Got some incredible views. That is one of my favourite observation points I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot over the years, been to a lot of countries and seen a lot of places now, but it certainly ranks very highly for me. I loved that. It was just the right level to get some great views. You certainly feel more in the heart of the city than you are with Empire State Building. But like I say, if you do get the chance to do both and have the opportunity, go for it, because I still love doing the Empire State Building. It was a great experience, and you get some very different views from there actually, so it's well worth doing both in my opinion, if you get the chance. If you've only got time to do one, definitely this hands down because of the awesome elevators. To be honest, I was tempted to ask the staff to see if I could just keep going up and down. I'd love that. Along with that, the views from there were incredible, and also you're closer to Central Park. A lot closer, so you don't really see much of Central Park at all from Empire. Even though it's taller, you're a lot closer here. So yeah, it was brilliant. Really good world-class experience. Again, another bucket list thing for me, ticked off and done. Yeah, that was absolutely fantastic, and thank you for joining me. Make sure you check out my video coming up in the next few days, because tomorrow I'm going to One World Trade Center to go to the top of there to the observation points. That's really high up there, and I think you get some really nice views down at the financial district, but obviously we're going to be quite far away from the sites at this end. So yeah, make sure you check that video out. Also, I'll be doing videos from the Statue of Liberty, Brooklyn Bridge, Central Park, and so much more here on Adventure Sean. If you go over to my other channel, Theme Park Worldwide, then there you'll be able to find videos from Madame Tussauds New York, and also Ripley's Believe It or Not. Thank you very much for watching, and that leaves me with one more thing to say. Get out there and have your own adventures. See you soon.